Is it recording already?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
So we're going to be filming a trip recap video for you of our holiday that we did in April. Was it May? No, April. We came back just before May.
That's right.
Yeah, so we've already tried to film this once and I deleted some of the footage, so we're going to go again. So that's why this is really late, because I did ask actually last week for your guys' questions.
Take 3.
For your guys' questions, so that's why the video's not been put up yet, because we did film it and then I deleted like a big chunk of it, so we're doing it again, so hopefully this might be actually better anyway. So we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge, as you can probably see from the vlogs, for 16 nights, so 17 days. We flew with Virgin, we did the whole trip with Virgin, so the package with the hotel, the dining plan, the park tickets, and obviously the flights, not the car hire. So yeah, we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah. And
it was beautiful. It was really nice. We've never stayed, we've been to Disney like 5 or 6 times, I've kind of lost count now. But we've never actually stayed on Disney property before until this trip. So that was something completely new for us. But Animal Kingdom Lodge was incredible and I could not recommend that more enough if you were thinking of staying somewhere.
I always thought that no matter where you stayed, if International Drive, any of the hotels was always just as good as, but no. Yeah. Animal Kingdom has got to be the most special place to be.
It was amazing. So, a quick recap then of just what we did. I'm sure you watched most of the vlogs. So we did Club Villain in one of our vlogs as well, and I really enjoyed that. It actually had gone up when it was advertised, because they only released so many dates. When it was advertised, I think it was like $99 per person, which that I was still like, oh, that's expensive. But they hadn't released the dates for when we needed to go. I think it was like 2 weeks they hadn't released. And when they actually did release our dates, they'd put it up to, I think it was $129.
Yeah.
So I was not happy because we wanted to book it before, but we just couldn't. They'd put the prices up, so we had to pay extra. But we did do that, and like I say, it was a nice treat, and I really enjoyed that. And so that was all your alcohol included, your food, and the entertainment for the night with all the villains, and the meet and greet with the villains as well. And we enjoyed that, didn't we?
It was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
It was nice.
The villains played their part very well.
Yes. Queen of Hearts was really good.
Oh, she was amazing.
She was really good.
She was.
But it was nice to meet like characters that you wouldn't meet elsewhere, because you wouldn't be able to meet them any other time. And it was nice that they were villains as well, because as nice.
That's right, isn't it? You don't see them anywhere else.
No. And like, as nice as it is meeting normal characters, you know, the goodies, they can only say so much and banter with you as much. Whereas I think the villains can have a bit more lenience, haven't they? They can get away with more.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts, she really went to town.
Yeah, she did.
She was incredible.
I was trying to take a selfie with her, and she kept literally just pushing my face out of the way, and we had like loads of shots of just her face.
We had good fun with her, actually.
Yeah,
she had a lot of good banter with her.
Yeah, she was really good. So Magic Kingdom then, since we'd gone, last time we went was about 5 years ago, and a lot had changed at Magic Kingdom. So there was the whole, I think it's called Storybook of Fantasyland or something. No, Fantasyland I think it is. Had all changed since we've been there. All of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was there. Be Our Guest, Gaston's whole section, the Little Mermaid section, none of that was there when we went last time. So that was really nice to see that. So I went on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but Mum didn't go on that one because I think it was a bit too...
I was told it's going to be very scary and very fast. But that was just somebody coming off the ride, and I don't do scary and I don't do fast.
Yeah.
But you said it was really nice.
Yeah, it was good.
It was sweet, very sweet in parts.
Yeah, I had a fast pass, so, and I literally was on single rider, so I was on and off within like minutes. I didn't have to queue at all. She's up for it, she can go on it. But I really think the bit in the middle, where you're actually going through the mine, and it's so beautiful. I think she'd appreciate that. I think it'd be worth it just for that alone, to be honest.
But I don't like fast.
No, I know.
I don't like speed.
But she has been on the what's it? Not Space Mountain, the other one.
The train. The
other train. You went on that one, and it's about the same as that.
Yeah, but I screamed. That was a kid's ride.
It's not a kid. No, but it's about as bad as that.
But I screamed all the way through that.
But, you know, many years ago. And then the bit also that was new for us was the Tangled section, because like the toilets, it's all the Tangled themed and all the suns. And I think
I love Tangled.
Yeah,
I love Tangled.
I hope that Disney in the future like expand on that a bit more. I think they can definitely play with that more and expand on some more Rapunzel Tangled area, because that was really nice. So Animal Kingdom then, we not much had changed since we'd last been. Kilimanjaro Safari is like my all-time favourite ride at Disney. I think it's my favourite thing to do. I love seeing all the animals. I think we did it like 3 or 4 times this trip, and we had times where literally ostriches would like stop in the walkway, and we had to like the guys had to stop the cart, and then there was times when giraffes were literally like came right up to us and walked past us. Again, he had to stop because he was like, I can't hit a giraffe.
And these guys who do these tours though, or the rides, they tell you little bits about the animals. Now I know they do these all the time, and they must do it 100 times a day, but they do make it very interesting.
Yeah, they do. Some are better than others.
Well, yeah,
I think if you get a good one.
They seem to. They do know about the animals. I know they're being taught it, and they're being told to say this thing, but they make it interesting for you.
Yeah, but some do, like, you know, I think they have a bit of a droning voice.
I mean, well, yeah.
We went on Jungle Cruise as well, and the guy on that was amazing. I think he was called Don, but doing Jungle Cruise, once you've been on the actual safari, the Jungle Cruise is a bit, you know, lame because it's just animatronic animals and things. So Ron definitely made it a really great
But
experience.
they are an expertise on their own, aren't they? I mean, they are so brilliant. They make it fun, and it's about one joke after another continuously.
Yeah, he had constant jokes. He was really funny, but bad jokes.
All relevant.
Yeah.
All relevant to
Yeah,
a safari, to a ride.
Yeah.
But it was brilliant. I mean, it had you in stitches from the minute you got on.
Yeah.
Till you got
I
off.
think without that, it could have been quite a little boring ride, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he really did make it really fun. So with Epcot, again, not much really had changed from when we went many years ago. Not a whole lot had changed. A few things had changed, but not a lot. Like the Michael Jackson ride was now the Disney cartoon ride, like with the, do you remember that? It had the short stories, the Disney short films, like the original ones.
Oh yeah.
It used to be the Michael Jackson show with the glasses. So that had changed. We still haven't done Soaring. It was actually shut down.
Soaring?
Yeah, we've never ever been on it. And it's one of the best rides.
Which one's that then?
We've never been on it, ever.
Well, what was it? What is it?
Because for me, we've never been on it.
I can't remember it.
You've never been on it, that's fine.
I know, but what was it about?
You're, from what I can gather, you're on a thing, like a seat, and it's moving around the world. Like you're flying around the world, you're soaring.
Is there a theme to it?
I think you're just flying around the world. But everyone raves about it.
Well, we can't do it if it's not been open yet.
Well, when we were there, it was closed for refurbishment, so that's why we didn't go on it. And to be honest, I don't really remember. It must have been there when we went before when I was younger, but we never went on it.
I don't remember that.
We've never been on it. I think it's near where like Figment is, like the Figment Imagination ride.
Well, we wouldn't have missed anything when you were younger.
I know, but we've never been on it. So we couldn't do that this time either. So I can't really comment on that. But apparently everyone loves it. So we'll eventually one day join that party, I'm sure. So we watched the fireworks as well at Epcot. And the fireworks, I don't know if the night when we were there, it wasn't really working or something, I don't think. I felt like half the fireworks didn't work when we went to see it. We had a fast pass for like the special viewing platform, which was definitely really worth it. I think if you've got an extra fast pass lying around, definitely use it for that. It really made a difference. We were at the very front, and we've never actually seen it from the waterfront before because we've always stood back really far back and just looked up in the sky. But I felt like it wasn't as good as what I remember. And some people say Illuminations is their favourite fireworks. So, I don't know.
I just found them brilliant anyway.
Yeah, I just felt like there wasn't as many as what I remembered. And we also unfortunately missed the Frozen ride, which I was gutted about. It opened like a few weeks after we left, so unfortunately didn't know that at the time when we booked it. So we missed that, and I even missed the Maelstrom ride. Yeah,
I'd love to have seen that.
So then Hollywood Studios has always been one of my favourite parks when I was younger. I love films, and I used to love the whole lights, camera, action, and the backlot tour and all those rides. Unfortunately, they've closed down now because they are refurbing and changing a lot of the park. So I know a lot of people are not very happy at the moment because a lot of it's closed down. But I think it will be amazing because they're going to be making Toy Story Land. I think that's what we're going to call it, which will be incredible. And
they've got a lot of Toy Story already though, haven't they?
Toy Story Midway Mania.
The games, yeah.
But obviously they've closed down the pizza place that was the Pizza Toy Story one, and they're making that the Muppets, I think it's the Muppets toilets, or it's a Muppets pizzeria or something.
Expanding on the Muppets side.
Expanding on the Muppets a bit. They've got is it Gonzo's Toilets or something?
The Muppet Show's still good though, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the Muppets.
Oh, I do like the Muppets.
So they've got the Gonzo's Toilets bit, and they're making what used to be the Toy Story pizza place into a Muppets pizza place, and then after that onwards will be the rest of the Toy Story area. So I think that when it's made, I think that will be really, really good. So it's got to hold out. And a lot of the park has gone to Star Wars now, which isn't a problem for me. I like Star Wars.
All the stormtroopers walking everywhere.
Yeah.
I got frightened to death.
Stormtroopers is really cool. So there's a lot of Star Wars things now. So there's the main bit at the front where they do like a little show, like a 15-minute show, which is alright.
And the little Jedis walking around everywhere.
Yeah, that's a really good actually for the kids. They've got the Jedi training, so if you've got little ones, they'll really enjoy that. I think I'd have loved that.
They dress them up, don't they?
They dress them up as the Jedi's outfits, and they have like a little routine sequence. I definitely would have liked that if I was younger. And then we didn't meet Chewbacca or I think it's Kylo Ren, just because the queues were too big. We didn't get to see them this time, so meet and greet for them. We didn't see them, but we'll probably do that another time. But there was a bit where you walked through and looked at all the gadgets, and you came out in the shop at the end and you looked at all the displays. So we did that as well.
You came out in a shop?
Yeah.
What a surprise!
And I really liked the where you can build your own lightsaber as well. There's a bit in the actual proper shop. There's a bit where you had all the compartments.
Yeah, yeah, they had all different colours
lightsaber.
and you could have different handles on it.
Yeah, I liked that. I'd have liked to have done that.
That was good, but it weren't cheap.
No, but what is? And then we got to see Fantasmic as well, which we hadn't done for quite a while. I think we hadn't done that for the last few times.
No, we haven't.
To be honest, that was really nice.
Is that one of the Mickey Mouse changes colours?
Yeah. Glad you can remember.
You get Mickey Mouse's ears, and they change colours to the theme of the music playing. So as the music goes dun dun dun, and they change colour.
Yeah,
and everyone's changes colour.
All the lights and things change colour, and that was really
cool. And they all sort of all go red, and then the whole.
And at first, she actually didn't believe me that I said they actually are syncing them, that they're making them. She's like, no, they're not. They're just changing. And I was like, no, if you look at it,
they actually sync
with
the music.
Like, all of them to change all the same colour.
It was brilliant.
Like the lightsabers, the necklaces, everything, they all sync. And she was like, no, they're not. And I'm like, they are. If you look, they're all changing colour. They're all syncing.
And you had your silver ones on, didn't you?
I had my silver sparkly ones, but yeah, I had to get some coloured ones all the time. They were cool. And then on this trip as well, we did also go to Universal Studios. So normally we've always bought a 2-day pass and we paid for that before we went. But then this time we just bought a 1-day pass when we got there. And it was still actually really expensive. But we went for 1 day and it was enough for us. A lot of the park now is Harry Potter World, which is great if you love Harry Potter. We're not really massive Harry Potter fans. We can appreciate it and appreciate the architecture kind of thing, and the theming is really good.
That's brilliant.
But for us, it's not something that I can spend all day there, an hour, and we're kind of done. But it is really cool, and it's really nice to look at all the shop windows, and the new train ride that links the parks as well was really nice. That was good. And
all the wands that you can get.
The wands that are now interactive and things.
And we went into the breakfast place at one time. And everything happens just as in Harry Potter. Yeah. And for a fan, it's brilliant.
It would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like I said, we can appreciate it, but we're not massive Harry Potter fans. So an hour and we're done. Like we can move on. So we haven't got to spend all day with.
But the places that we used to like and go to years ago, they're all gone now. So you've lost Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws is gone.
Twister.
Movie like the Great Disaster movie.
The train disaster.
The Great Disaster ride, and Beetlejuice is gone.
Yeah.
The Beetlejuice show.
They were really brilliant shows, and they've all been replaced by high-speed, very fast rides.
Yeah, or like simulation rides and things. So, and I can do one of them, but I can't do one after the other. Like it's just too much for me.
But we left there quite early, and as we were leaving, there was 4 or 5 guys walking past the exits. And
obviously managers of some sort.
Yeah, all in suits. So, excuse me. And we said, we've enjoyed it today, but not as much as we used to. Where are all the nice, calm, pleasant rides and shows that you used to have? And I said, you replaced all these high-speed things. He says, yeah, there is a problem at the moment.
Yeah.
Even they recognise they've probably got the balance a little bit wrong.
The balance is a little bit tipped, that it has gone a bit too much towards the high-speed impact rides and things, and they've lost some of those more gentler rides, or rides where the things are happening around you, not necessarily like at you. I
was going to say it'd be right for the younger ones, but then again the older ones might like high-speed rides. Yeah. I just don't.
It's just, personally I can do 1 or 2, but I can't do a full day of it. And there was a lot, obviously with the new Transformers, you got the Mummy ride. There's a lot of like high impact rides now.
Are we boring?
No.
No, are we boring that we like the old Jaws ride? And we used to love doing it. And the Twister, we used to love doing that every year.
Twister actually scared me.
I know it did.
I think when I was younger I had to leave.
The first time you ever went.
I didn't leave, I did stay, but I was petrified.
You were crying.
I didn't like it at all. And Twister's one of my favourite films.
That was your favourite films?
My favourite film. But I really didn't like the ride.
But they're all gone now, and I miss them.
Yeah,
I thought they were really good.
Yeah. And like I say, I always loved the disaster. I love film, so I loved the disaster ride as well. And the Beetlejuice show was always really cheeky but really funny. It was really good. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. So I think, yeah, he said that the things have got a bit disbalanced. They are getting a new big Mario world or Mario section. He said they've signed a contract with Nintendo. But again, I think that might be quite high impact rides again.
Yeah. But I suppose that'd go along the games, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be some sort of like a game, probably like a driving simulation or something. If it's like Mario, maybe Mario Kart or something like that. But yeah, he did say they've got that coming. But he did say, yeah, we are aware of it's gone a little bit towards what the balance is a bit tipped. But other than that, yeah.
I like the Men in Black ride. Where was that?
We did that at Universal. We did that twice. We did like Men in Black.
That was good. I like
we did that twice actually. That was good. We've always liked that one.
I know we have.
So yeah, Universal was a bit different this time. We miss those rides. But yeah, let us know what you think as well. Do you miss like Jaws and Twister, or are you kind of like glad to see them go? I mean, we're quite old school. I think we like those ones. Let us know.
Old school? You're still young.
I know, but from what I remember anyway, from my, and obviously like the whole Jaws picture up is gone as well. Everyone's got a picture of them like under Jaws like this when they're younger. Everyone's got that picture, and you can't do that anymore.
You ought to put that on.
And you can't do that anymore now. But one thing I would say actually about Universal, and I think a lot of people miss this, is the horror makeup show. I think it's really good, and I really recommend it. It's in one that looks like a shop front. I think it's called the Horror Makeup Show. It's really funny, and like I said, I think a lot of people miss it, so definitely check that out. When we actually went, there was a lady that they picked someone up from the audience, and she was absolutely crackers.
She was, She was. I shouldn't say that.
She was crackers, and to the point where you think, is she like actually an actress?
Over the top.
Has she actually been pulled up to like do this, because she was hilariously crazy, but so over the top that you're like, are you genuine or are you an actress?
But the the horror makeup show, basically what it is, it's showing you how they make fake
the prosthetics and things like that throughout the year.
Fake axes in your head and fake hands.
It's all really funny.
And it's sort of blood and guts everywhere, which isn't blood and guts, but
yeah, it's really funny. It's really
fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
definitely. It's really good. So like I said, we were on the dining plan, and we ate a lot of places that we hadn't eaten at before. So I've written something down because I will forget. So Be Our Guest, which was the Beauty and the Beast one, which I really enjoyed that. I know a lot of people have a hit and miss about that. We had dinner there, and I actually really liked the meal. I had steak, and you had some cheese thing of some sort.
The thing about these places, when you've got these Be Our Guests and the breakfast places, they have to cater for so many people, and it can feel like a canteen.
Yeah.
So because it's so big, it can be noisy, but you've got to forget all that. You've got to think about your little area and what it is. But if you actually look at the decor, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Really
Absolutely
nice.
Incredible. They haven't missed a detail to make it look beautiful.
Yeah, it was really nice. Like, all the pictures around the walls, like around the rooms, you can go and have a wander and have a look.
Yeah.
All the armoured guards that are snoring and things. We also ate at San Angel Inn in Mexico, which was near the boat ride, and I've always wanted to do that when I was younger. I'd always seen it, and I always wanted to go there. It was always really expensive for kids and for meals and things. But going to on the dining plan, we took full advantage of that and using the credits. So I really enjoyed that. You had quite a spicy meal though, didn't you? That you didn't really like. It was a bit too spicy.
A wee little bit too hot for me.
But mine was actually really, really nice, so I liked it. But one thing I will say is that Disney isn't great, I don't feel like, with compromising on foods. Like, if you want to swap something else for something else, they're not great at doing that. I think it's very much like it's a set meal. Because there was a point where I wanted like a little bit of guacamole with my like burrito or something with the rice, and she was like, you can buy it, like a big bowl of it for like $5, and I was like, well, can I not substitute something and just have like a little bit on the side of the plate? Nope. But no, it was either buy the $5 bowl, but which is fine. It's not about not buying it, but we just wouldn't have eaten it. Like, the meals are massive as it is, and it's enough for me. I just wanted like a little bit just to dip my food in, but it wasn't happening. Tutu Italia as well, and that was really, really nice. That was the Italian, like the posher Italian, and we actually couldn't get, we didn't go with a reservation for it. I got a reservation when we were there because we walked past it when we went to Via Napolia, and I saw it and I was like, we need to eat there. The menu looked really good, and it wasn't actually that much more expensive. No, actually, sorry, it was more expensive, but it was still only one table credit. So for the same price, like as one credit, you could go to either. And I kept checking every day to try and get a reservation, and I managed to get one for it at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then when we actually got in there, it was empty anyway.
Yeah.
So I wondered why is it so hard to get a reservation. But that was really nice. I really enjoyed that. And I had an espresso martini alcoholic drink as well, which was very nice. I really liked that meal. That was definitely really nice. Sana.
I did like the other Italian place better though.
Via Napolia. Did you really? With the pizza?
Yeah, I think that, again, that's still like a canteen effect.
Yeah.
Because that was quite loud.
Yeah, it was busy.
But I like the food there.
Yeah, it was nice.
I thought the food was
we had
nicer
like a
there.
chicken and like boiled, not like roasted potatoes and a pizza, and it was massive. We could easily just shed one meal between us, and we just like had a bit of it both and like shared and swapped. But it was nice there. But I liked the other Italian. I think as well because it was quieter and a bit more intimate. It wasn't as loud as well. Yeah, it wasn't as busy. Yeah. We ate at Sana, which is Mum's favourite. We actually ate there twice because she liked it so much, which is like an African and Indian inspired, and I think we had like butter chicken and rice and something else, and beef or something, or some dish thing.
You sort of had 3 little pots, didn't you?
Yeah, that's one we had
with different
rice.
tastes in it.
And you were sat right next to in Animal Kingdom Lodge, and you sat near the window at one point, and you could see all the animals still as well. So that was really, really nice.
But we actually did go in our little outfits, didn't we?
Yeah, one night.
We have the African dress outfits,
like kaftans.
Kaftan sort of thing. And the waiter, bless his heart, he was so nice. He was so pleased.
Yeah,
we sort of took the part.
The theming.
Yeah, we took the theme of it.
Theme dressed up.
And it was quite overtook, wasn't he? He was very pleased with it.
Gives them something to play off, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Boma as well, which was at Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is the buffet, which was really, really nice. I think we ate there twice as well, actually. Yeah, I think we did. Definitely did. And again, it had just like spicy chicken, pastas, salads, coleslaws, all different sorts of soup. There's salmon, I think it's salmon as well. Just a wide variety of buffet food there. That was nice. Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, my favourite.
We went there for breakfast.
Incredible.
We ate at Beaches and Cream, and we didn't actually have dinner there. We just had ice cream there. And that's really hard to get a reservation there as well, so if you definitely want to eat there.
They queued up there.
Yeah.
They were queuing outside the door for...
Families turned up and they were like, no, if you've not got a reservation, you're not coming in. And they were like, family of 5. I'm like, oh, okay.
But it's a very small place.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's a little cafe. It's very small. From the pictures, it looks quite big, but it's actually really tiny.
So how many tables would there be in there?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 tables and a bar. Yeah. 7 or 8 tables.
That's right.
But they were queuing up constantly. You can come in and just get an ice cream like to go. And the queue was constant for that as well. So.
But the queue was for in there.
Yeah, I think obviously because it's one at a resort, I bet people just come in to get an ice cream and go on their own resort after their dinner or something.
But they were nice. It was nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. I definitely
nice ice cream.
1900 Park Fair, which we did a character breakfast the morning after we got there, which was really, really nice. I definitely recommend if you want to start your trip in a nice, fun way, is do a character breakfast, and that was a really nice one. Some great characters. We had Mad Hatter, Mary Poppins, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and Alice in Wonderland, and they were all really, really nice. And we've never done character dinings before, apart from Cinderella's Royal Table. Previous years we hadn't done all the character dinings because it was too expensive.
Well, can I just say, 4 children, you can't afford to do it with 4 children because you have to pay for individual ones.
Yeah. So now we had the dining credits. It was just so nice.
So now we're going on our own. Those things. We can do it.
To do those things, and it worked out like fine.
But
for us to use those credits.
Mary Poppins was brilliant.
Yeah, she was lovely.
She really was. Practically perfect.
Into Mama Melrose, and because we did the Fantasia. I don't know which one it is, Fantasmic or Fantasia. I don't know. I know the film. I think it's. I don't know.
Fantasia.
But that's the film. I think it's called Fantasmic.
I agree with you. I think it is called Fantasmic.
But I'm not sure. We did the duo trip thing with that. So you go for dinner, and then you get the express or the good seats for the show as well. And Mama Melrose was. We didn't have a great time there, did we? The food was really nice. It's the one where you walk in, it's all dark, and basically we waited a long time for our food. The service was really slow. We had a really nice chicken and pasta dish. We had the same thing as like vodka a la pen or something. You walk in and there's all like twinkly lights, little lights, and either way,
called again?
Mama Melrose. Either way, we went there and we waited a long time like between each course and to be served and to ask for our next order. I think we were there for like 2+ hours, and this was for lunch in the daytime. So it got to the point where like we were waiting for something, and I had the dessert, And I went up to the lady and I was like, look, you know, we need to get going. Like, we want to go do some rides and things, and we need to speed this up. And she was very apologetic. But yeah, we took a long time though, which is strange because normally they want you in and out, and they're trying to rush you in and out. But we were there for like 2 odd hours, and like I say, this was like a lunchtime slot in the middle of the day. It wasn't the evening where we didn't mind just relaxing. We wanted to go off in the parks and get things done. So yeah, but other than that, the food was lovely. Cinderella's Royal Table, we had character breakfast there as well, which was really nice. And with that one, all your gratuities are included as well. So all your taxes and your tips are included. So you don't have to leave any extra. That's 2 table service credits, that's probably why. I think if you were going to pay cash, I think it's $60 each. So I don't think that's actually a bad one if you're going to Disney and you've got young children. I don't think that's, if you're going to do one, let it be Cinderella's Royal Table and meet all the princesses, and it's not actually that expensive. I think you were going to just do one. I definitely recommend the breakfast as well. It was really nice.
Oh, their breakfasts.
Yeah, breakfasts they get very limited. Breakfasts tend to be bacon, sausages, waffles,
and lots of maple syrup
and syrup.
Lots
and
of syrup.
It's great, but like the third day you can't. Well, I'm personally sick of waffles, bacon, and sausages
and scrambled egg with maple syrup.
And I can't eat. I don't think they do scrambled egg.
They do, but they do a lot of strawberries, don't they?
Yeah, strawberries and whipped cream and things like that.
And it's not strawberry puree of some sort.
Yes, compost. Compote,
not compost. Compote.
Yeah,
one of those.
Strawberry
soft strawberries.
Syrup stuff. Yeah, syrupy strawberries. And like I say, it's nice, but by the third day, it's so sweet, and all the food at Disney is so sweet in general. You're kind of sick of it, and you just want some toast or some cereal or some fruit even. So yeah,
crunchy nut cornflakes.
They kind of, like say, get a bit, you know, they're all very similar at the results, and you can get fruit and things at the buffets, don't get me wrong, but to pay like that much money to go to a character dining buffet breakfast and just have a bowl of melon is a bit pointless.
Do you know what I do miss though? What I have thought of something is you do get nice food in Disney, there's no question about that. But when we had all the children going over there, we used to, first thing, because we didn't stay in the Disney resorts, we stayed on International Drive. The first place we'd head for every morning was Sizzlers. And we'd have a breakfast there. We'd be there for about an hour, 2 hours eating breakfast before we went to the parks and filling the children up, making sure they got plenty of food in them. And that was brilliant.
Yeah,
you could get like anything you wanted.
$6 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like buffet.
It was so cheap. But then you could also cut out the coupons out the magazines, and that allowed so many children free.
Yeah.
If you bought an adult.
Yeah. Pancakes. And actually, I remember having ice cream at breakfast sometimes, because they have an ice cream. They used to have an ice cream dispenser thing. So if we had all our breakfast, we were actually then going to get ice cream as well at breakfast.
But then they had a chef on hand at all times, and they'd cook any sort of egg omelette you wanted.
Yeah, on request.
Yeah, cereals if you wanted it, and you name it, they had it, and I miss that.
Yeah, you can do it.
We ought to have a Sizzler one day.
And then we also ate at Cosmic Rays Cafe, which is one of my favourites when I was little, and it's a counter service restaurant, so you go up and place your order and take your own food, so it's not a table service. And I think we just got like didn't we get pulled pork burger or something, or chicken or something?
Yeah, I think it was something, and chips.
Yeah.
Because we didn't eat the burger, we ate the chips.
I think it was the food's not great, is it there? Actually, I think you had half the chicken there. I think I had the pulled pork burger. We had a pulled pork burger at Blizzard Beach that wasn't very nice.
Ah, right.
That wasn't very nice. So yeah, we always enjoyed Cosmic Rays Cafe with the little guy that plays the
alien who plays the piano
and sings to you and makes his jokes.